Hey, Jason here. In today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go over one of my morning routines. I'm going to read it to you and break it down as I'm reading it to you to explain what it is, what it means. And this is very key to attracting the things that you want in life. This is what is called visioneering. If you don't envision or visioneer your actual dream, your goal, to who you want to become, you will never reach success in that area. And this is one of the keys to success that no one actually talks about. I learned this through Bob Proctor's coaching program, so dig in and enjoy. Visioneering. The exercise of the visualizing faculty keeps your mind in order. So this is very crucial. It starts right off at the beginning. The exercise of the visualizing faculty keeps your mind in order. Now, we have higher faculties as human beings that other animals in the animal kingdom do not have. This is what takes us from a simple state consciousness to where we're at our level of consciousness, meaning we have awareness of what's going on around us and what's going on within us. That is very different. This is the thing that separates us from animals in the animal kingdom. So, what is the visualizing faculty? Our imagination. Our imagination is when we're visualizing something that is not there. And if you watch a child, they can take a pot and pen and they can turn it into this elaborate experience for like hours in a day. And however, as adults, why are we not able to use our imagination that way? Because we've been forced to not use our higher faculty. We called it things such as daydreaming. Oh, you're wasting time. You're disruptive in class. All of these things are higher faculties, and they're instilled in us for a reason. And so let's keep going. It attracts to you what you need to make your life more enjoyable. Now let's go back to that child that's playing with, it can be pots and pans. Let's just use that for today's analogy. That child is having an enjoyable time. They're having an amazing time doing that. And the reason why I'm using kids is because kids show us what we're capable of at our highest nature. Children love everything. They have a great time. When they're using their imagination, they are happy, excited. There's nothing you can do that'll make them upset. Their vibration is very high. And so what you need to make your life more enjoyable in an orderly way, we have to start learning how to put our life in order. Then it says, if you train yourself in the practice of deliberately picturing your desire and carefully examine your picture. So now what this is saying here is, if we take the time to use our imagination to picture the things that we want in life, and then we carefully examine that picture, you will soon find that your thoughts and desires proceed in a more orderly procession than ever before. Now, this is crucial because if we use our imagination to our benefit in focusing, using our willpower to actually focus on the things that we want and not just let the imagination go uncontrollable, and I'm gonna explain how we let it go uncontrollable, our thoughts and desires start proceeding in a more orderly procession. Now, what that means is we start having more clear thoughts around the things that we want. And when we have these clear thoughts, which I call downloads, we start getting one step closer to realizing our dreams. Excuse me. Having reached a state of ordered mentality. Now, you see, we keep hearing the word ordered over and over and over again. In ordered mentality, you are no longer in a constant state of mental hurry. Hurry is fear and consequently destructive. Now, please listen to that. Let me reread that whole part again, because this is really crucial. And this is why a lot of people's lives, and I had this issue when I was a couple of years ago, especially when I got out of the military, I was in fear state all day long. Having reached a state of ordered mentality, I am no longer in a constant state of mental hurry. Hurry is fear and consequently destructive. Now, really think about that. If you've seen someone driving erratic in traffic, they're just speeding, what is the first thoughts in your mind? Whoa, I hope this person don't crash. Oh, this and that and this. Like, we see it on a daily basis. When people's mind is in a hurry, It is in a fear state, which is consequently destructive, meaning we're doing things that are not safe. We're acting erratic. We're acting very, very dangerous. And you see it all the time with the modern system of people driving. When someone is not paying attention to driving, when their mind is in chaos, you can see it all the time, especially, I'm not even gonna say like especially here in South Africa, it's everywhere. Let's just be real about it. Because most people are worried about their bills, most people are worried about, oh, how am I gonna get enough money? Because they're worried about those things, they're in a fear state. And because they're in a fear state, they're not paying attention. This is how you see people almost getting hit all the time. This is how you see people getting into accidents. This is how you see people walking across the street and almost getting hit because they're not paying attention to their surroundings. And I even saw a video on TikTok yesterday where it was an anger management coach, and he was helping a woman was angry at him because she almost hit him, and he raised his voice to get her attention so she could stop. And then it took about a good 2 to 3 minutes for him to calm her down to get her out of that hairy fear state. And when she did, she smiled. And she realized, she was like, oh, he kept telling her, like, I'm not your enemy. You're not my enemy. And when he finally got her into a neutral state, they had a nice conversation. They're probably friends to this day. And like, that is the difference between being in a fear state because your mind is in a hurry and having an organized mind. This is one of the things that I focus on a daily basis is how can I make sure my mind is organized and in order? I don't like to leave the house if I'm in a chaotic state. I get myself in order. Even if I'm running late somewhere, I would just text them and be like, hey, I'm running late. I hope that's okay. And then I take a couple of minutes to get a breath, and I just start organizing and getting my mind in order, because I understand as I'm rushing and doing things like this, I forget things that are important. I forget things that I really need to do. And then it ends up holding me back. It's not getting me one step closer to my goal. And so from there it says, in other words, when your understanding grasps the power to visualize your heart's desire and hold it with your will. Now this is crucial because it's your heart's desire. My heart's desire is my heart's desire. Your heart's desire is your heart's desire. This is your worthy idea. If you've been listening to any of my videos where I'm talking about success, which the definition is the progressive realization of a worthy idea, that is your heart's desire. What makes you happy in life? And this is where a lot of us go wrong. So many people think just because something may make them happy, it's supposed to make me happy. Or just because something that I do don't make them happy, I'm a bad person. Like I tell people all the time, like, I don't care about making you happy. I'm one of the most selfish people in this world now. All I care about is my happiness. No one else is responsible for my happiness but me. No one else is responsible for your happiness but you. You have to live life on your terms. Define the things that you want and start putting your mind in order to get those things. Everybody want to talk about law of attraction. Oh, just say I want to be a billionaire. Oh, say I want to be skinny. That shit does not work. Please listen to me on this. I'm tired of seeing people getting ripped off on a daily basis, paying for this class, paying for that course, and the shit does not work because it's not teaching you, one, what is your heart's desire? Everybody do not want to be a millionaire in this world. Everybody don't want to be a billionaire in this world. And that is okay. Some people are fine making an extra $500 to $1,000 a month because it frees up so much things that they can do. Some people don't want to travel the world like I do. That is okay. Like I'll tell you, like I had met a person once, and they kind of was trying to ridicule me or shame me because I was traveling. Like, oh, I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, I want a house. I'm like, well, good for you. Go get a fucking house. Guess what? I've lived that life. When I had my American dream, so-called American dream lifestyle, that shit was hell. I was in the sickest state. I wanted to kill myself. I was not happy. And guess what? My heart's desire is traveling the world. I don't fucking care if people don't like it or not. I don't care. There's a lot of times people think like, oh, he just wastes money. He spends a lot of money. I don't fucking care what people think. This is my life, my heart's desire. I'm doing the things that I want. and I put my mind in order to reach the things that I want in life. Because when you start realizing the people that are sitting there criticizing you from the sidelines, they're not doing shit with their life. There's nothing in their life that actually you would want. So if someone doesn't bring value to your life and help expand your mindset to where, oh man, I might want to do something like that, why the fuck do you care what they think? And I'm being very vulgar, I'm being very harsh because people need to realize this. We need to quit being passive. Quit fucking letting people control our lives, control our situations. And then we keep looking up 30, 40, 50 years down the line. Oh, I wish I would have done this. Quit wishing. Riches don't respond to wishes. And I'm talking about the riches of every part of life. If you want a happy relationship, go out there and find the person that makes you happy. Who cares what someone says that person needs to look like or do? Who fucking cares? Find the person that makes you happy. If you want to travel, go get the riches of travel. If you want to have the riches of money, go get the riches of money. Who cares what people say? Like one of the statements that I hate, and even though I need to stop using the word hate, I hate this word, this statement when people say, must be nice. And you know what I tell people when they say that to me now? Oh, it must be nice, you can just travel around the world. It is very fucking nice. But you know how it got nice to do that? I went to fucking war, and I put my body on the line. I put my life on the line to get where I am in life. And most people are not willing to do anything to help advance their life. I was literally willing to put my life on the line to live the life that I have now. Most people don't have to do that. Most people are not even willing to just do a fucking video here on YouTube. Most people are not willing to just put a post. Most people are not even willing to just ask somebody, hey, are you open to an opportunity to learn about this product? Are you open to an opportunity that can possibly help you earn more money? People are not willing to sacrifice anything in life. And those are the people who do not get the riches of life. So quit listening to them. So let's finish up. And then it says, it attracts to you all things requisite to the fulfillment of that picture by the harmonious vibrations of the law of attraction. And really hear that. It didn't say the law of attraction is going to give it to you. It said the harmonious vibrations. We live in a vibration universe. We are vibration beings. These physical avatars that we are living in, these temples that can hold our spirit, are vibrational beings. Vibration is emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. Like, we have to start understanding who we are as people. This thing that we've been taught, we're meek, we're these little low-life people. We need the government, we need these people to help us. You don't need anybody to help you. Everything you have is inside of you. Control your vibration. Your vibration will attract everything to you that you need or want in this life. And because we're not taught how to control our vibrations, we're not taught emotional intelligence. These physical avatars have evolved to the where they don't need to evolve anymore. We need to evolve as a spiritual being inside these avatars, meaning evolve our emotional intelligence to attract the things that we want in life. And then it says, you realize that since order is heaven's first law. Order is heaven's first law. So if you want the benefits of heaven, you need to put your mind in order, get into a heavenly state. And think about it. Everybody wants to get into heaven. One of my favorite quotes from the Marines. Everybody wants to get into heaven, but nobody wants to die. I used to look at that as a physical sense of dying. The truth is, the way I look at it now is everybody wants to get into heaven, but nobody wants to be in a heavenly state, a heavenly vibration, a vibration of love, peace, joy, gratitude, happiness. Everybody feel like, oh, I'm gonna keep it real. It is what it is. It ain't what the fuck it is. It is what you make it to be. We have to learn how to control our emotional vibration. We need to control our emotions. You cannot be a person who is angry, upset, pessimistic, always thinking something's negative, and think people who are positive doing things in this world want to be around you. I tell you straight up, once someone is around me talking and they talk too much negative shit, I walk off. I do not care. I'm not here to put my energetic state at risk of anyone. I'm not here to live my life for anyone. I'm not here to listen to the despair of whatever someone thinks. We live in the world 2023. I'm going to keep saying that in every video that I do. We live in the world of 2023, but people have the mindset of the fucking 1960s. People talk about like it's the 1960s, the 1970s. We live in the world of 2023. There's no more white supremacy holding back. There's no government holding people back. People hold themselves back. And really listen to this. People hold themselves back. Everybody want to talk about why they can't do something instead of focus on what they can do. Every time I speak to someone about like doing content creation, oh, well, I need a camera. You got a fucking smartphone. Use it. Oh, well, I don't have no money for this. Who the fuck said you need money? It's free to upload a video on YouTube and create a channel. It's free to get a Facebook account. It's free to get an Instagram account, TikTok account, LinkedIn account, Twitter account. All these things are free that can be making you money over time. So it's no excuses anymore. Oh, like I can tell you, one day I was here outside, smoking outside, talking to a guy. And a guy walked up to me and he was like, oh, he's from the land of milk and honey. Oh, I wish I could be there. And really listen to this. Because this is the problem with the mindset of people, because we're not taught how to visioneer our life. We're not understanding we're engineers of our life. Why in the fuck would you want to go to the land of milk and honey when you live in the city of gold? Right now, I believe gold is at a spot price of about $1,745 US. I guarantee you I can buy more with a piece of gold than I can with some fucking milk and honey. Like, listen to that. People think America is this great place. It's this ideal land. It's just like any other country on this earth. We live on the same earth. So yeah, if you think the land of milk and honey is better than living in the city of gold, that's probably why you don't have as much money living in the city of gold, because you're so busy worried about, oh, if only I was in the land of milk and honey. And you know what? Most people living in the land of milk and honey, what they got? They're broke, and they have a lot of illnesses. America is one of the world's largest populations with autoimmune disease, with obesity. So if that's what you want, then go do that. But guess what? I want the city of gold. I want the riches of this world. And so a lot of times when people are like, oh, how could you leave the US to come here to South Africa? I love South Africa. This is a great country. Johannesburg is a great city. And because most people don't look at the positive here, they can't get any positive benefits of living here. Same way with most Americans. Most Americans can't see the positive. They can't move themselves to a positive energetic level or get into an ordered heavenly state of realizing you have an American passport. You have the ability to leave and go to just about every other country in this world without a visa. And how many people do that? About zero. There's very few. Every country I've been to, there's about a handful of guys or women that I meet from America that really travel and live their life on their terms. But most people want to complain about what they can't do. So let's go ahead and finish it up. And visualization places things in their natural order. So visualizing what you want in your life will start putting things in order. This is how you reach your goals. If somebody had a dream of being a doctor, they visualized being a doctor ever since they was a kid. They visualized going to the boards. They visualized doing their surgeries. This is the stuff that people are not telling us. People are not talking about this, man. Like, we have to start embracing this stuff and understanding this isn't just no mumbo jumbo. This is life. This is human life. We are not human beings. We are physical, spiritual creatures. We are all star children from God. All of us. We're inhabiting these physical human avatars, and we don't know how to use them. I personally believe the knowledge of how to use these avatars used to exist in ancient civilizations. And then whatever happened during that time, shit got fucked up. And now it's time to unfuck what's fucked up. And we have to get back to who we are as physical beings being in, I'm sorry, let me say that correctly. We have to get back to who we are as spiritual beings inhabiting a physical avatar. This physical avatar is a vibrational being, meaning it works off vibration. When you ever have that thing such as a gut feeling, or you know, like I think my mom used to say, like her hand itching, so she knows she needs to go to the boat. That's a vibration, and sometimes those vibrations are telling you to do it, and you need to listen to it. Sometimes your vibration is telling you not to do things. Like my vibration after CC passed away, it told me, it was like, yo, you need to get out of America, you need to get out of Colombia. This ain't the place to be. It didn't mean it was dangerous there. It just meant it wasn't the vibrational place that I needed to be in. I got to Johannesburg, where most people are like, oh man, why would you come here? I'm in a very happy vibrational state right now. I'm in a more heavenly state here than I was in Colombia or in America. And I have zero understanding of any culture here. So really think about that. So then it says, everyone visualizes, whether they know it or not. Most people daydream. Most of us daydream. Most of us have dreams at night. So we're not understanding those are powerful spiritual things, energy that we're putting out. And we're not controlling how we're putting it out. Visualizing is the great secret to success. The conscious use of this great power attracts to you multiplied resources, intensifies your wisdom, and enables you to make use of advantages which you formerly failed to recognize. Now, this is very crucial, especially to make use of advantages you formerly failed to recognize. The person I am now, who visualizes and sees how I want my life, there's things that I see here in Johannesburg from a business perspective that most people cannot see. So even when I tell some businesses about it, do you know how many people really listen? About zero. Because they're like, oh, well, I don't know, this, and this. And I'm like, yo, I'm not from Joburg. I'm not from this country. So all this negative stuff that's been put in your brain or inside your paradigm to stop you from being able to do things, it doesn't exist for me. This is one of the beautiful things about traveling and going to different countries. The things there that everybody believes is true is not true for you. Like most people here, they're always trying to tell me how it's dangerous here. I do not see danger here. One, I don't operate at hours of danger. Two, I'm not here to hurt people. So people see my energy, they sense my energy, and they're like, okay, that's a cool dude. Like other people here, because they're just sensing like, oh, is this person gonna rob me? Is this and that? You're attracting that to you. The more you're focusing on negativity, you're sending out that energy vibration, and it's coming back to you. The universe must send you what you put out. This is the key of visioneering. And one of the things how most people are actually visioneering violence, poverty, and despair is because of the programs they watch. How many people are watching shows of murder, corruption, crime, violence on a daily basis all night before they go to sleep? Then they go to sleep and they have the dreams about violence, corruption, crime, and murder. You're attracting that to you. Like one of the things that I do, I started programming myself. I do not watch anything that isn't just positivity 2 hours before I go to sleep. I don't watch it. And usually I do it about 3 to 4 hours, to be honest. So what that means, I'm watching Pastor Michael Beckwith. I'm watching Abraham Hicks. I'm listening to stuff on Neville Goddard. I'm watching stuff from Bob Proctor. I'm listening to different mindset coaches. Like all of these things are things that I do before I go to bed to program myself to only focus on sending out that energetic vibration while this physical body is sleeping and my spiritual essence is throwing out more energy to the universe. And this is how I live a peaceful, happy life, living across the world and not even understanding any of the culture. Like we have to start focusing on what we're sending out, because that is how we start changing what comes to us and attracts to our life. So I hope you like this visioneering. I'm gonna be doing this probably every day, going through it. I'm gonna start shortening the video because I see I'm almost at 25 minutes. I'm gonna try to get it a little shorter. But like there's a lot of information packed up into this paragraph. Also, if you want to get a copy of the Visioneering Journal, I can send you a PDF and excuse me. I can send you a PDF, and that way you can print it and you can actually get it printed out and bind it. And that's all I did right here. I go to Postnet and I have them bind it. I will tell you, I don't recommend binding it this big So have a thinner sheet of paper, not as thick as this because it don't hold together as well. But if that's something that you want, just shoot me a message, leave it in the comments, or shoot me your email address in the comments, or hit me up on Instagram, Jason Chaney, WFPB, which is Whole Food Plant Based, and then I'll send that to you. And have a great day. Hope you like this content. Share this content with people because this is the true power that we hold as human beings. And so have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.